Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Susan. Today's class, we're going to focus on trying to build some arm strength. We're going to get started by having a seat down on our mat. Whatever's comfortable for you, your legs can be out in front or you can sit cross-legged, however you want to sit is fine. We're going to start just by, let's just take a couple of breaths to start, taking a nice long breath in. Maybe sighing it out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. All right, let's have our hands in a fist, and we're going to rotate our hands around a few times. Rotating. And then we're going to rotate our hands around the other way. And then let's open our fingers really big and close our fingers. And again, opening, closing. One more time, opening our fingers nice and wide and then closing. Let's interlace our fingers together, turning our hands inside out, a nice big stretch. And stretching up with our arms up in the air. And we'll bring our arms back down. Let's do that again. Interlacing our fingers. This time, see if you can switch which thumb is on top. It might feel a little different. We're just switching, still interlacing our fingers, turning our hands inside out, bringing our arms up above our head, nice big stretch, and bringing our arms back down. Let's rotate our shoulders in a circle a few times. Going around and then around the other direction. Let's also stretch our neck a little bit today. We're bringing our ear towards our shoulder, and our other hand can come out to the side. If you want, you can lightly place your hand on your head, but not cranking on your head. It's just kind of resting there. We'll come back to the center. We'll tilt our head the other way. This arm can come out, and this hand is just lightly on your head. All right, very good. Let's bring our shoulders up and drop our shoulders down. So our shoulders are going down our back. Okay, we're going to come to our hands and knees now. Let's come into a push-up, but it's a knee push-up. So we're on our knees with our knees back a little bit. They're not directly under our hips, they're back like we're in a knee push-up, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to lower down and then back up. So we're only coming halfway down. We're going to do this 3 times. Coming down, back up, and again down and back up. And one more time, down and back up. Let's tuck our toes under and come into downward facing dog. Now from downward facing dog, we'll let's just bend one knee, straighten the other, and then switch. We'll switch again, and one more time. Now in your downward dog, think about pushing the ground away with your hands, bringing your weight more back into your feet. It's okay if your heels do not touch the ground, but think about pushing your weight back with your hands. And then we're going to glide forward into plank and come back to downward dog. We're going to do this 3 more times. We're gliding into plank, coming back, downward dog. And again, we'll do our plank, downward dog. And let's do it one more time. Coming into the plank, and then the downward dog. All right, we're going to walk our hands to our feet. So you're using your hands, pushing into your hands, walking to your feet, coming into standing. We'll come into our Tadasana for a little bit. We'll take a breath here. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, very good. Let's come to the top of our mat. We're going to circle our arms up and then circle our arms down, folding forward. We're going to bring our hands right down to the mat here. So we're bringing our hands down, stepping back into our into our plank again. So we're in plank. We're going to see from plank if we can switch to side plank by bringing both of our heels to the left and raising our right arm up into the air. If you want, you can lower your left knee to the ground here in side plank, or you could stay without your knee lowered down if that works for you. Let's hold it a little bit more, maybe lowering your knee down if you want, and raising your right leg up and bringing your right arm across the top of your head. All right, let's lower that back down. We're going to come back to our tabletop. And we're going to come back to downward dog, tucking our toes under, downward dog. Let's do the bending one knee and straightening again, and then the other. And then again, see if you can push into your hands, pushing the floor away, bringing the weight more back into your heels here in downward dog. All right, very good. Sliding back into plank. We're going to do the side plank on the other side. So now we're bringing both heels to the right. Sorry, my back's going to be towards you, but bringing both heels to the right, lifting your left arm up. And again, if you want to put your right arm, sorry, I'm going to turn around so my back isn't towards you. Oh, that's better. All right, you can put your right knee down if you want. Try to have your arms lined up so they're like, I guess that is like a T shape, but you're a T shape that's fallen to the side, if that makes sense. All right, we're gonna see if we can lift our left foot up, bringing our left arm across our head. All right, very good. Coming back to our side plank, and then back into tabletop. One more time, tucking our toes, coming into that downward dog that everybody loves so much. We're going to try something else today. We're going to try pigeon pose. No, not, sorry, dolphin pose. Dolphin pose is what we're going to try today. So let's come to, let's come to our knees first. We're going to put our forearms on the mat. You can interlace your hands together. Forearms are down. We're going to tuck our toes, lift up our hips. Dolphin pose. Now, keeping your head a little bit off the ground. You're not putting your head down on the mat. That is a smidge up off of the ground. And if you're able to, you can walk your feet in a little bit. Now, I personally can't walk my feet in that far, but if you're able to, feel free walking your feet in. Here for dolphin pose. Let's hold it a little bit more, and then we'll lower our knees back down. Let's come into child's pose for a little rest. So we're going to cross our big toes back behind us. Your knees can be as wide as you like. And we're just going to come forward. We can have our arms out in front. Resting a little bit here in our child's pose. Okay, the next thing we're going to try today, I have to admit I can't quite do it. I can't quite do it 100%, but I can do it like 90%, so we're still going to try it. Okay, it's called crow. So now for crow, we're going to have our hands down on the mat with our fingers spread nice and wide, and have your hands kind of a ways apart here. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can bring our knees up into our underarms. So our knees are kind of resting on our upper arms. Now you would be looking forward. So you're not looking just straight down. You're looking a smidge forward. And what you're trying to do here is come forward and lift your feet up. Now this is the part I can't really do, but I could lift up one foot and then switch and lift up the other foot. So if you want to do it that way, you could do that way, one foot at a time. If you're able to lift up both feet at the same time, go for it. I personally have trouble with that, so I won't be demonstrating that. But again, so what we're doing is crow pose. You can lift one foot at a time here in your crow. All right, very good. Let's have a seat back down on that. Oh, let's do a few arm stretches now for a little rest. Okay, so we're going to bring one arm across, the other arm holds this one up. Stretching it across our body. All right, very good. And then we have our arm up in the air. We'll bend our elbow so our hand is on our back. We'll reach across to the opposite elbow, having a little stretch here. And then what we're going to try to do is leave this hand that's on your back. See if you can leave it there. See if you can bring this other arm around and maybe get your fingers together. If they don't go together, it's fine. Don't be hunching over to try to get your fingers together. Still be sitting up nice and straight. So if they don't come together while you're sitting up straight, then they don't have to. I'm just going to turn around to show you though, if you can get your fingers together, you would have one like this, one like this. Maybe your fingertips just touch. Maybe you can hook your fingers together. However you're doing it, maybe you're using a little extender, like a little towel or something, or a sock to have like a little extender. But we're going to the other side now. So now we're bringing the other arm across, stretching it across our body for a little bit. And then up in the air, bending our elbow, our hand is on our back, reaching across to the opposite elbow. And again, sitting up tall, so you're not hunching over here, you're sitting up nice and tall. All right, and then keeping that hand that's on your back, keeping it there. See if you can wrap around with this other one. Maybe they don't come together on this side. Maybe they only come together on the other side. And that's okay too, but don't be hunching over. Just sit up nice and tall. All right, even if they don't come together, that's cool. All right, and then let's shake our arms out a little bit. We're going to do another arm stretch. This is the eagle arm part of eagle pose. We're just going to do the arms. So we have our arms like a cactus. We're bringing half in front, the other half around. And if you can't do this wrap, you can just put your hands on your shoulders. Maybe you can get your backs of your hands together, or maybe bringing the palms together in a double wrap here on your eagle arms. And if you want, you can cross one leg over the other to make it more eagle pose like. And having your, that'll be your upper arms are like shoulder height, and your lower arms are away from your face. So they're not, I'm going to turn to this side, just so I can show you that they're away from your face. They're not like this, they're like this for this eagle pose. And then we're going to let that go. We're going to do the other side. So we've got our cactus again. We're bringing the other side in front. This one's going to wrap around. Maybe not wrapping at all, maybe a single wrap, maybe a double wrap, whatever works for you. And if you want, you can crush your legs for the eagle arm part. And again, so your that would be your lower arms are not like right next to your face. They're out a little ways. All right, very good. Let's shake that out a little bit. We're going to do a couple more arm things here while we're just sitting. We're going to have our arms out like a T, and then we're going to rotate our palms so they're up, and then we're going to rotate our palms so they're down. We're going to do this a couple more times, rotating our palms up, trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears, and rotating your palms down. And again, let's rotate up, rotate down. Oh, let's do it once more. Rotating our palms up, rotating our palms down, keeping our arms up. We're going to make our cactus. cactus. That was my favorite, the cactus. We're going to straighten and then bend back into cactus. Let's do this a couple times. Straightening our arms, and then we've got our cactus arms. And again, straight, and again, cactus. Oh, let's do it twice more. We've got straight, and then cactus. One more time, straight, and cactus. Don't put your arms down yet. Oh no, we're gonna come back to the T. We're going to rotate our palms up again. And back down, let's just do that. Oh, one more time. Rotating up and back down. This time we're going to make our cactus arms, but we're going to bring our arms together and apart. Let's do this, 3 more times. Here we go. Together and apart. Together and apart. One more time, our arms come together and apart. And now let's just shake our arms out. All right, here. Okay, we're gonna do, just one more little fun little arm thing. We're gonna come back to our plank pose. Okay, all right, so here we are in plank. We're going to see if we can bring our left hand to our right shoulder and then put it down. And then our right hand to our left shoulder and put it down. Let's do this a couple more times. Left hand, right shoulder, right hand, left shoulder. Again, one hand crosses to the opposite shoulder. And let's do it once more. Trying to keep your hips more, not moving around so much. Sorry, I have to move mine around. All right, we're going to lower our knees back down. We're just gonna do 3 more little push-ups. So coming down and back up. And again, down, back up. One more time, down and back up. All right, coming back to our child's pose again. Sitting back on your heels. Bringing the rest of your body forward. If you want, you can stack your forearms here and rest your forehead on your forearms. We're just going to take a couple breaths here. And then we're going to come back to a seated pose. We're not going to do Savasana today. Instead, we're just going to do a little ending breathing thing where we're going to have one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. We're going to take some nice big breaths and notice the expansion when you're breathing in and contraction when you're breathing out. So if you want, you can close your eyes, taking a nice big breath in through your nose and a big breath out. Again, breathing in, nice and long. Maybe sighing the breath out. Let's do that twice more. Big inhale breath. Big exhale. And maybe one more like that. Breathing in. And breathing out. We're going to have our arms nice and big and then cross over and give ourselves a big hug. Let's do this a couple times. Inhaling as we bring our arms out. Exhaling as we give ourselves a hug. Let's do it again. One more time each side. So when you're crossing your arms over, do it one arm on top one time. And then when you do it the second time, bring the other arm on top. We'll end here with our hands at our heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.